Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 11th of September 2018. We're going to reflect on Luke chapter 6, 12 to 19. Now during those days Jesus went out to the mountain to pray, and he spent the night in prayer to God. And when day came, he called his disciples and chose 12 of them, whom he also named apostles. Simon, whom he named Peter, and his brother Andrew, and James and John, and Philip, and Bartholomew, and Matthew, and Thomas, and James, son of Alphaeus, and Simon, who is called the Zealot, and Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became a traitor. He came down with them and stood on a level place with a great crowd of his disciples and a great multitude of people from all Judea, Jerusalem, and the coast of Tyre and Sidon. They had come to hear him and to be healed of their diseases, and those who were troubled with unclean spirits were cured. And all in the crowd were trying to touch him, for power came out from him and healed all of them. The gospel of the Lord. There are so many things that one can choose to reflect upon in today's passage, including Jesus' prayer life. We see him praying here right through the night. But what I believe might be very educational is the selection of his disciples. Yes, I know that you know that these were very ordinary people, but I don't think we have given the matter serious thought. If we were in the place of Jesus, choosing men to become our apostles, people we would send out to change the world, would we have chosen these 12? None of them had a formal education in rabbinical studies. None of them had a position of any great influence. None of them were hugely successful in their occupations. So once again, here's the question: would we have chosen them? Today, we put people through years of education, most of which seems to have no practical value. And when they finally graduate, they end up becoming administrators and bureaucrats rather than missionaries and shepherds with a desire to save souls. Now, I'm not discounting the need for proper training. It is definitely needed. But I'm saying that it wouldn't hurt to have an appraisal of the methods used from time to time if they aren't fulfilling the purpose, and who better to learn from than Jesus? So what did Jesus do? He chose 12 very ordinary people. For a period of 3 years, that's it, 3 years, he taught them what he believed was important for them to learn. These were practical lessons in how they were to live life, and he taught them by example. He never asked them to do anything, not one thing that he himself didn't do. We can learn a lot from this. Then he sent them out to teach others what he had taught them. These were his apostles. There are people called to be apostles today as well. These are typically called missionaries or evangelists. They are sent out under the authority of the church to draw people to salvation. I am one such, doing the work I do under the authority of my bishop and the bishops of any countries I minister in. But every believer is called to serve Jesus. He has not saved you for you to lounge about and be happy. He wants you to save others. So, get going. And if you need any help, drop me a note. God bless you.